Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Well, if you guys saw our 60-second urgent crypto update, we do have some bullish signs in the market this morning. So we could be seeing crypto starting to move back up here. So we're going to talk about that and also look into some metrics here. So I'm excited to go over this video with you guys. Real quick, we are having our inner circle meeting today. Anybody who's a member over here, you guys get access to this. We're going to be going live on Zoom today, June 16th, between 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is a time where I'm actually going to open this up for a Q&A session to you guys to ask me questions about the market. I'll be talking about the market, some things we've got going on over here, and it's just going to be a great time to hang out together. And it's really just a community aspect where we all get to hang out, talk about the markets, and that link for you guys is right here. So go ahead and click Inner Circle Hangout. It has the Zoom link that's active right now, and I will see you guys at 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today. And this is for all of our members. All right. What else do members get? Not to turn this into a big sales video, but you guys get access to some pretty sweet metrics and charts here. So we will be going over this. But let's start here. Quickly recover what I talked about already today if you haven't seen it. We are having a very bullish pattern right now play out in crypto. Guys, I would say the two strongest bullish patterns in crypto would be a descending triangle pattern. So you got something like this. You bounce around to a pressure point, and then you quote unquote usually see it move up here. And then you've got what's called a reverse head and shoulders pattern. So these are two very bullish signs. It doesn't matter if you're trading stocks, cryptos, or Forex. All right, this right here is where we're at. And this is where a lot of people are looking for the move back up. So this is present currently on Bitcoin. And we also have this present on Ethereum and some of the altcoins. So here's what I want you guys to be looking for today. We need to watch for a couple signs in the market here. We need to look for invalidated points of support. So looking into Bitcoin here, I think a move down here below about 20,500, which puts us right about here. I know it puts us below this support here, and people are going to get cranky about that. But I still think 22,500 is a decent. It's not a whole number, but it's just a solid number that a lot of people are probably going to let Bitcoin go down to and then potentially see a jump. So that's what we need to watch. 20,500 and then looking for that move back up or maybe sooner. If we do break that and we come down to support here, you know what? I'm sorry. This pattern is invalid and it probably won't play out as well or at all, okay? Now on Ethereum over here, what I think we need to be watching for, guys, is 1,050. This doesn't put us at support. Support is at 1,000. But looking at this at 1,050, this is probably going to be the place where we're going to see a decent bounce back up if we head down there, okay? Now, let's take a look at some metrics here because I want to explain some things that are going on for you guys. This is where I kind of hang out almost every morning. Before that, we do that, let me go over this real quick. Price risk, money flow, and trend exhaustion so you guys can see and kind of figure out how to read these. Right now, what you guys are seeing is a very fast crash in the market. And so what's happening here is we saw Wells putting money back into the market here, and we saw the price move back up, and we're seeing a little bit of selling off this morning. This metric being this high tells me that I don't know if this is going to head too much further back down, okay? This still has a lot of momentum to move back up. So this is actually still a bullish sign to me that because we had this much momentum in the market and we haven't hit the top red section yet, or the money flow being this high, which when we do hit these areas, we usually do see market moves back down, which if you guys want to snag these are literally on great discount right now, 82% off in the description. You guys can snag them here. This is how we actually exit our trades in the market. We've done 122 wins and only one loss, which is what we're kind of known for on this YouTube channel here. But as you guys see this move back up here, that's where I want you guys to watch for the drop. But this bullish pattern is still intact. I would say for Bitcoin, probably up to about $23,000, which will give us roughly about a 9% potential jump here. And then for Ethereum, I want you guys to be looking at this resistance right here at about 1,300. And that would give us, I would say, about a 12%. So I've been forecasting between like a 9 to 14% is kind of what I'm thinking. We may see people take some profit before resistance. That's why I'm pushing it to 14%, not a little bit higher than that. So definitely watch that. All right. Let's move on to the metrics. Bitcoin this morning, these metrics just updated, and we saw a little bit of a tick back up here in the dominance chart for Bitcoin. Is money moving into your coin or out of your coin? Well, it started to move back into Bitcoin a little bit this morning. Could people be prepping for the reverse head and shoulders pattern? Potentially. So let's move down here. Let's take a look at this. Right now, you guys are seeing these blue bars come out here. And what you guys are looking at is over here at the emotional index. So if you look at max fear and then you look at max greed over here, what you're seeing is we're sitting at about this set, literally dead on. It's 70% chance of a move back up. Now, why isn't this really, really aggressive down here at 100? Well, it's not, it's not at a really strong support. It's not super oversold. Okay. Why are the emotions not super fearful? Because people are now getting used to the price being down here. So it's very interesting to watch this because you can now start gauging the emotions of what traders are thinking behind the scenes. So here's what they're thinking. In my opinion, they're not really, really fearful anymore. They're thinking, okay, we're starting to move back to this neutral point where, we're nowhere close to getting greedy because the market's super low, but people are starting to feel a little bit more comfortable, okay? This blue line here also shows us we've got about a 70% chance of move back up. The greatest chance of move back up was down here, and it was about a 95 to 97% chance, and that was looking over here at the bottom on this wick here. Great job at looking at the bottom. If you guys got into anything down here, I think that's a really good position, especially for scalping trades. And for those of you guys who are dollar cost averaging, those are amazing entries, guys. This could be the bottom. This potentially could be the bottom here before we see a move back up. Now, everybody out there that's, I'm not going to bash you for thinking this, that it's just going to keep going lower and lower and lower. Yes, that has potential, but let's take a look at the actual supports of where that could be so we're not just, saying, oh, it's going to go lower because of this Fed meeting or something like that. Okay, structure support on Bitcoin that everybody needs to be watching. Well, first of all, it was down here at 20,000. We already hit that. Great. The next one is actually this support past resistance at about 17,000. So everyone needs to remember 17,000. Once and if we pass 17,000, this is the next strongest structure support, and it's about $14,000. Okay. Now looking at Ethereum, write these down if you guys can. The next strongest structure support is technically over here, and it's right about 990. And then you've got one down here, and it's literally right about 850. So we're so close down here, guys, that if you get anywhere into these lower areas for any, injections of money that you guys want to do or any scalping trades, use the risk management over here with the buy limits, and you guys are going to be kept safe. Okay, so I want to kind of wrap this video up and talk about this. How are you guys going to make money in this market right now? I believe it is a great time to look for entries right now. Not only do we have a bullish pattern, but just look at where we're currently sitting right here. Okay, looking at the S&P as well right now, we are coming and we are approaching the absolute strongest support zone we've had the entire bull market. And this is where we're approaching right now. I can almost guarantee you guys the S&P 500 will see a bounce back up here, and it's probably going to happen here pretty soon, and this is a great time to get money in the market. Could we see another move down here, potentially about 1 to 2%? Yes. And where would that put Bitcoin? It'd probably put us back down to the structure support. So if you guys are sitting on the sidelines right now, and I'll be talking to you guys about this in the inner circle today, and you've got some extra money out there because we all work jobs, there's no way, if you guys are working a job, you're getting paid every single week or probably by, every other week. That extra money that you guys have that you've made, if you do, hopefully it's not all going to bills, you have some discretionary income. If you guys have some extra discretionary income, now is a great time to be getting some money in the market because of an extreme support bounce we could be seeing on the S&P 500, as well as Bitcoin is sitting super low on the trend exhaustion, and well money flow is very low. And if you look at Ethereum over here, trend exhaustion is very, very low. Well money flow is low. The last time we were down here, this spike down here saw a decent move back up. You're looking at this over here. We saw the move back up in Ethereum. You're looking at this down here, and we see the move back up, guys. Okay. I'm trying to finalize this before we get into the meeting later today, but I don't hold me to this because I need to talk to the team. I'm literally having a meeting with them in an hour here. I may be injecting some more money into the market here to show you guys how I do that, and I will potentially be doing that live because I do believe this is a great time to be buying right now. It is a very, very good time. Some of you guys may have $10 in disposable income. Some of you have hundreds of thousands. I know this because I coach you guys, and a lot of you guys that I coach for some reason are all millionaires. So those of you guys who have a lot of money sitting on the side and you've been patient and waiting, look, everybody's down. Like everybody is down in the market no matter who you are. But if you have discretionary income, this is a really, really good time, in my opinion, to get into the market. And once you get in, I highly recommend you guys look to use some buy limits to dollar cost average if, guys, we do continue the crash down really, really far. So at minimum, guys, at minimum, I'm looking for you guys to use 2 to 3 buy limits on this. I know we're super low, at minimum 2 to 3, and I'll be talking about this in the inner circle later today, and I'll potentially be taking some live trades with you guys as well. So it's going to be a really awesome time. Make sure you guys do subscribe here, even if it's just for this inner circle. Like, this is going to be pretty awesome. I'll open up for a Q&A. We'll be talking about this, and we're going to dive in. We're going to try to make some money on this market because I think this is a very good time to be looking to get money in this market right now for riding this back up. And if it goes back down, guys, this is why a lot of people love our stuff. We have really, really good risk management in place. So if the market does go down and it crashes, we've already got money sitting at these lower levels, and our break-even entry is going to move down with us, meaning we will come back and profit faster than anybody else. This is a golden scenario setup for a good long trade. And I'll be talking about that later today in the inner circle. All right, guys, I love you. God bless you. There you guys go. There's the metrics here. Make sure you guys are subscribed for that, and also the indicators for you guys. We are currently sitting over here. You guys get a total value of $2,241. We have this right now for $399, so make sure you guys snag this. Lifetime access to all of our indicators, a one-time payment, source codes included, all indicators, and this is absolutely our number one selling product. As I showed you guys over here, watch this. Trend exhaustion in the bottom red section, well money flow low. This is where you guys need to be watching for market moves back up, and that is exactly where we are at right now, and that is why I'm being bullish on this channel. I think we're going to see a turnaround here pretty soon, so watch for me to potentially inject some money into the market here with you guys on the inner circle. All right, guys, 3 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will see you there. All right, bye, guys.